I want to go back to my previous question, na ang sinabi po ng ICI, ang kanilang recommendation to file charges against the following individuals before the Office of the Ombudsman. Yes. Were you satisfied with that?
Okay.
Or sa palagay niyo ba kulang?
Yung iba kasi, ang may personal knowledge lang ako is yung kay Saldico, di ba? Yung iba, wala talaga akong personal knowledge. So, hindi ako comment doon, no? Yung kay Saldico, sa tingin ko talagang dapat, marami siyang sasagutin, no? Pero ako, meron akong parang time limit, di ba? Na sa tingin ko, yung gobyerno dapat mapauwi nila si Saldico before the end of the year. Yun ang tingin ko. Pag hindi nila mapauwi, sa tingin ko magagalit yung tao at mabubuo na talaga yung isip ng tao ngayon. Because
mabubuo ang isip ng tao na?
Pag nakausap natin yung tao, ano ba sinasabi nila? Ayaw pauwiin si Saldico dahil magtututuro yan. So, pag hindi nila napauwi si Saldico by December, talagang maniniwala na yung tao dun sa bagay na yun. Diba? That's why I've been pushing DFA. Diba?
Hold on, sir. And what about you? Would you believe that as well kung hindi pa po mapauwi si Saldico by the end of the year?
Hindi, yun. Pati ako personally, pag hindi pa mapauwi si Saldico by December, mag-iisip na rin ako na baka merong mas mataas kay Saldico na gumagalaw para hindi siya pauwiin.
Who happens to be who?
Hindi, kasi ang pwede lang niya ituro si Speaker Martin Di ba?
Alright, so
hindi natin maintindihan. At hindi ko talaga maintindihan, di ba makikita mo naman pag pursigido ang gobyerno Di ba? Makikita mo pag pursigido Let's compare, no? There were previous cases before na makikita mo kahit wala pang kaso, wala pang warrant, pursigido yung gobyerno na pauwiin kung sino man yon, di ba? Pero dito, meron ba sa gobyerno pursigidong...
So you feel they're passive?
Yes.
They're passive?
Yes.
The Marcos administration is passive?
No, especially the DFA, di ba? Yung DFA kasi, ulit-ulit kong sinasabi, alam mo, simple lang yan. Kung may paraan, kung gusto, may paraan. Kung ayaw, may dahilan. Bakit dahilan ang sinasabi nila? Hindi nila sinasabi sa tao o hindi nila sinasabi sa atin yung paraan. Di ba baligtad di ba? Ang binibigay nila yung dahilan bakit hindi pwedeng kanselahin.
Okay.
Di ba, no, human nature, pag ang binigay mo yung dahilan bakit hindi pwede, hindi ibig sabihin ayaw mo. Pag gusto mo, hahanapan ng paraan yan. Ipabayaan mo na yung abogado niya mag-question. Di ba?
So, I wanted to bring that in because from my understanding, ang sinasabi nga ng DFA is that the agency, kasi you wanted basically the DFA to cancel the passport of Saldico, right? Because we can only assume where he is. There is talk, either he's in Spain, Portugal, etc. We're still, that's still all unverified. The DFA is saying that you can cancel or revoke a passport if it was acquired fraudulently.
Yes.
If it was tampered with or issued erroneously.
Yes.
Or ordered by the court.
Hindi, meron dyan. Section 4, RA 11983. Nakasulat dyan, public safety, public health, and national security.
Nandun.
Di ba, sino magde-determine national security? Pwede ba silang pumunta sa korte para i-determine yung national security? It's not for the court to determine national security, di ba?
What are your thoughts, though, if you're saying that the DFA is passive about this? Parang, are you saying also, is it right to conclude that you're saying that the Marcos administration also is passive, does not want...
No, I don't think so. I think it's the job of the DFA na gawin yan. Hindi naman kasi sinasabi pa ng DFA na ayaw nila. Parang dinidelay lang. Kumbaga sa ano yung tinatawag natin, dinidribble, di ba? Okay, baliktarin natin yung sitwasyon, Pinky. Kunyari, may mag-file ng kaso. Nagkaroon ng court order. By the time na ma-serve yung court order, sabihin ni Saldico meron na siyang passport sa isang bansa na walang extradition. Ano gagawin natin lahat? What will we all do? Tsaka tayo magsisisihan? Kasi hindi mo kailangan... anong gagawin natin and how will you appease people? Ang isipin ng tao, kaya nyo hindi kinancel, binigyan nyo siya ng pagkakataon na makakuha ng pasaporte sa ibang bansa.
Is that a possibility in Portugal?
Yes, it's a possibility, di ba? There are countries na walang extradition Ngayon, bakit ko ito sinasabi as early as now, no? Kasi ayoko umabot doon sa punto na wala na tayong magawa, tapos tatanggapin na lang yung galit ng tao.
But Congressman, don't you think there is a chance that he's doing that already?
There is nga di ba? Kaya nga sinasabi natin, di ba? Okay, ano nagpapaisip sa atin nun? Di ba, number one, nung una siyang pinapauwi ni Speaker Bogie D, sabi niya, anong una sabi niya? Sabi niya, sasagutin niya lahat ng accusations. Nung pinauwi na siya at sinorten yung kanyang travel clearance,
Nag-resign siya.
instead na humarap, nag-resign siya. On the day na matatapos yung last day ng notice para hindi siya humarap sa Ethics Committee. So,
Right.
ayaw niyang humarap. 2 beses sa ICI, ayaw niyang humarap. Tapos, nilabas niya yung air assets niya. Kung yung bahay niya, pwede lang niya dalhin, didinala niya yun, di ba? So, yung mga assets, pag-aari niya, na pwede niyang ilabas ng bansa, inilabas na niya. Yung ganyan bang klaseng tao, may balak bumalik dito at managot, bakit mo ilalabas ang iyong air assets kung may balak ka pa naman umuwi dito? So, doon pa lang makikita mo na yung pattern
At nalabas ang air assets, even if hindi maaaring maibenta, kasi di ba, sinabi ni Sec. Vince Dizon that they tried to, there's
Hindi, kasi kailangan na ano yun dalawa kailangan doon certificate of deregistration tsaka export certificate of airworthiness. So hanggat hindi binibigay ng
cannot
kaap
sell
yun,
those.
hindi niya mabebenta yun.
Pero magagamit niya.
Magagamit niya hindi ko lang alam kung sa helicopter pwede ba magpeke ng papeles, di ba? Hindi ko alam. Mukhang mas mahirap yata yun sa helicopter kaysa sa kotse.
Kong Toby, do you think that, well, number one, do you think he even plans to come back?
Hindi.
Okay,
Hindi.
sigurado na kayo doon.
Hindi doon sa pattern di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba normally dapat kung pinadalan siya ng summon ng ICI at hindi siya pwedeng bumalik, di ba dapat susulat ka?
If he is in a country that we do not have an extradition treaty with, does that mean that he will never return even if there's a court order because we do not have an extradition treaty with that particular
I would
country?
think it would be that way. Di ba? Di ba? Tsaka, hindi ba nakakapagtaka? Ikaw yung inaakusahan, wala ka man planong depensahan yung sarili mo? Hindi ka man naglalabas ng video statement o kahit ano?
In the beginning, of course, there were statements basically saying that he would come back and that he will answer all allegations hurled against him.
Yes.
But of course, that never happened.
Yep.
What do you think should be done next? Because there's also talk with regards to, let's say, Sergeant Gutesa. Questions on, there are people who believe the testimony of Sergeant Gutesa. There are people who say pwede siyang tanim witness. No? But there's another part here, another side that could be looked into. These two individuals that have been mentioned often in the hearings,
si
Mark and Paul.
Paul and Mark, no? And yung Paul and Mark,
Ito po yung for context, supposed to be tao ni Congressman Zaldi.
Hindi supposed to be. Ako na nagsasabi sa inyo, yung si Paul tsaka si Mark, tao ni Congressman Saldi ko yan. Kasi yung dalawang yan, may mga times na kung may kailangan sa akin, may mga text message sa akin yan. So alam kong tao yan. Though I think I've never met them personally. I don't think I've met them personally.
So some are saying this could also be a missing link or something that maybe the Senate can pursue to look for these two individuals.
Yes, napakahalaga niyan because hindi lang si Gutesa nag-mention yan pati si Engineer Alcantara,
Yeah.
remember sinabi niya, doon niya binibigay sa dalawang taong yun kay Paul tsaka kay Mark. At sigurado ko yung Paul at Mark, parehong tao ni Saldi ko yan.
Do you think they're still here?
I wouldn't know I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
But also moving forward, now that the Senate may resume its investigation, not may, rather will resume the investigation sometime mid-November. I think it's November 15. How do you think they should proceed? Especially kung bumalik po si Senator Ping Lacson.
I wouldn't want to comment, Pinky, because of parliamentary courtesy. Diba?
But would you like to comment about him being the chairman of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee?
Yeah, I was there when remember, the second time I went there, he was the chairman of the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee, and he handled it well naman
So that could be good news.
And tsaka yan talaga yung advocacy niya, di ba? He's very passionate about this, di ba? Siya yung wala siyang
Hindi siya tumatanggap.
hindi siya tumatanggap ng, ibig sabihin, wala siyang infrastructure project kasi hindi siya tumatanggap ng Port Barrett ever since he's a senator. No? So advocacy niya
Matagal
talaga.
na niyang pinagmamalaki yan.
So I think he's very passionate about this.
All right, just very quickly, Congressman, want to talk about this, yung bentahan ng proyekto that you actually told our reporters, si Joash Malimban. Pakikwento po ulit sa amin. Marami na kasing schemes and then just that one, and then another is that did you ever get a copy? You were also asking for a copy of the budget and the proponents.
Hindi
Kumbaga
nga
yung
yun
budget, sino yung mga proponent, etc.
Hindi nga yun yung, I mean, nung bumoto ako ng yes, it was based on a condition. No? And one of the conditions was that ilabas nila yung budget per congressional district. No? And at sino yung proponent dun sa congressional. So, basically, total per congressional district. Lahat ng distrito, para walang taguan, di ba? Pangalawa, yung mga party list congressmen, ilabas rin nila kung magkano allocation per party list at saan nila dinala yung proyekto. Kasi, doon sa distrito ko, sa Navotas, may dalawang sagasa doon. Yung sinasabi kong sagasa is yung hindi ko alam, hindi ko ni-request. Tinanong ko yung barangay, kasi nakasulat doon, barangay center So parehong barangay center sa Tansa 2 tsaka sa San Rafael Village. Tinawagan ko yung dalawang barangay captains, hindi nila alam. Tinanong ko yung district engineer, hindi niya ni-request. Tinanong ko yung city engineer, hindi nila request. Tinawagan ko pa yung city health officer kasi baka iniisip ko na health center o completion, hindi din niya alam. So, though maliit yung halaga, 3 million, meron sa akin. So, dapat sabihin nila, sino yung naglagay doon sa distrito ko at paano nagkaroon doon? Wala yung sa NEP, wala yung sa NEP.
How will you ever find out?
Hindi, they have to, alam nila yon sa Committee on Appropriations. Imposible hindi nila alam yun. Because if there's a total, meron yan per district. If there's per district, meron yan per proponent. So, nasa kanila yung record. So, sabi nila, transparent sila doon sa proseso, di ba? Hindi naman po pwedeng transparent ka doon sa proseso. Tapos, doon sa end result, ayaw mo na ipakita yung summary. Di ba? So, dapat, kung naging transparent sila doon sa proseso, dapat
Ituloy-tuloy
transparent
na nila.
sila hanggang doon sa end result. Kung hindi, hindi totoong transparency.
Sorry,
yan.
sir. Last question. We've run out of time. Do you think you'll ever get that? That yung hinihingi niyo po na budget and proponent per congressional district and party list groups?
Ay, hindi. Pag hindi nila linabas yan, ibig sabihin, hindi totoo yung transparency.
Navotas City Congressman Toby Tiangco, sir. Pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.